All right, people. What it is? What's happening with you? Grand Rising. I hope all is well with you. I hope your mental health is in good, it's in order, it's in check. And I hope you having a good Tuesday. So with that being said, as y'all checking into the video, don't forget, share the video, like it, comment, and if you're a new viewer here, click that subscribe button. Please and thank you. Now, with that being said, folks, let's get right into this topic. Let's get this party jumping. They try to take advantage of your kindness until they find out how savage you really can be. You had to show these people your savage side because you were being too nice to people. And we all been there before, ladies and gentlemen. When you were so kind-hearted, when you were so nicey nice, they took that as weakness. As the saying goes, they would take your kindness for weakness until you show that other side of them. Until you show that other side of you. And now you have to show these people that you ain't nothing to be played with. You had to set boundaries. And they ever step your boundaries, you will cut these people clean off. Let me tell you something. Nobody don't want to be taken for granted. You see what I mean? This is why some folks don't want certain people around them because they ain't nothing but energy vampires. These people are like leeches. They will suck the nice out of you if you let them. But on the other side, you ain't gonna let them. You're not gonna let these people hurt you because you know why? You know better. But back then, you were so nice to people. You would say, hey, how you doing? You would get the shirt off your back. That's how nice y'all was. Friendships and relationships. But now this new version of you, they can't stand it. What happened to you? I remember you used to be so nice. But guess what? You still nice, but you're not a fool. You're not an idiot. I'm not calling y'all no idiots, but back then you were so nice. They thought they could take advantage of you. But they had to find out real quick. They effed around and found out real quick. And now they are wondering why you start setting boundaries. Why this new version had to come out of you because you had enough. Because once enough is enough. And you had to let them know, look, that's why boundaries are important, ladies and gentlemen. You had to show that beast mode in you. You had to get it out of you. Not to scare them, but just to warn them, look, you're not going to play with me. You see what I mean? You had to show these people your vicious side. You had to show them, don't play with my kindness, because I will take it down. We ain't saying fight with them. That's not what we saying here. But you will let them know on a professional manner. I don't get down like that. And you had to let them know. Because if you didn't, they were going to continue to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. But some people look at you crazy when you start talking like that. They would think that you are berserk because you start setting boundaries. These people, they're straight up nuts, if you ask me. Then when they start being so nice to you, they let you know right there. You have put them in their place. Sir, how you doing? Let me hold the door for you. Man, how you doing? Now they want to be so nice to you now. Now they put some respect on your name. Sir, ma'am. Because you had to set them straight. But guess what? You still don't want to rock with these people. You don't want nothing to do with these people because guess what? They already showed you their true colors. And don't get me started when they treated you like dirt. When you start becoming successful, now they want to be all nice all of a sudden. But remember back then the way they treated you. These could have been your own friends, ladies and gentlemen. This is why they said you gotta watch who you bring into your life. It always bring me back to Selena. It always bring me back to Shaquilla Robinson. Because if you so doggone nice, you will become an easy target for them to do something to you. You will become an easy target for somebody to stab you in your back. But like I said, we all been there before. We all been nice to people before. This could have been a relationship or friendship. Y'all did so much for people. You helped them so much, and what they did, stab you in your back. You got the short end of the freaking stick. And trust me, that can't hurt a person. That can turn a person into a monster. This is why some folks become so mean, cold-hearted, because it's like they can't accept what that's happened. But let me tell you something. I don't care how mean they did you back in the day. Don't ever become cold-hearted. But let these folks know, look, I'm not a PlayStation. I'm not an Xbox. You're not finna play with me. This is why boundaries, once again, are important. I ain't said cuss people out or be mean, but show that savage side of yourself. Let them know, look, you nice, but guess what? You can get gangster with it too now. You gotta let them know, you're not finna play with me. You gotta let people know, look, I'm nice, but don't get it twisted. It's so many of y'all that's watching this video, y'all been in this situation before. When you've been so kind to people, when you try to help people, and what you get in return? Nothing. And you got tired of it. It's like you try to save people, but when it's your turn to be saved, do they want to save you? No. Because these people are takers. All you did was give. And what they did, take and take and take and take. And you got fed up with it. You got sick of it, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, you got fed up with it. And now, when you put your foot down, now people look at you like you crazy. But guess what? You ain't got to explain yourself to nobody out here. I'm not saying change your personality and whatnot, but just let people know. You're not going to let nobody play with you. You're not going to let nobody hurt you or stab you in your back. Because once people start showing their true colors, that's all you need to know right there. Because at the end of the day, you got to thank God. Because these folks will show you who they are. Just sit back and listen. They will literally snitch on themselves. Just sit back and watch. Keep your third eye open at all times. Be on your P's and Q's regardless. I don't care how nice they may come off. Watch people. You got to watch them. You got to be careful out here because people are such good actors. They are such good actors. Want to play this nice game with you. Then the moment you be nice along with them, they got you. They want you to let your guard down so they can get you. I ain't say walk around here being paranoid, but watch people. Because they will take advantage of your kindness if you're not paying attention. And I'm not saying everybody like this, but 9 times out of 10, Some of these folks out here are users. Some of these folks out here will stump on your heart if you let them. But you gotta let them know from the get-go, we not finna do this. This is why fake people are intimidated by real people, because they know you're not finna fake with them. You're not finna fake laugh with them. You're not finna hang out with them. And you sure as hell ain't finna gossip about nobody around them. That's what they want you to do. They're trying to test you, but they end up failing the test. Because they found out how savage you really are with a capital S. Man, look, you so doggone savage. You scared the living hell out of these fake folks. I'm talking about they scatter like roaches. Soon as they see you, they run, they flee. They take off. They take off like a damn rocket. Because they know you're not going to put up with that shenanigans. This is why these people don't want to speak to you, because you start setting boundaries. You show that beast mode side of you. And when you did that, when you had to show your ASS, that did something to people. Oh, I don't want to mess with him. Hell no. I don't want to mess with her. No, I don't want no smoke. That intimidates their demons. That thing because you so nice, you so genuine, that they do this walk all over you, man. But Sade, let me tell you this. The moment they had tried that, you let them know. And to them, all hell broke loose. Now they are shooken. They are frightened. Because nice people get fed up too now. But nobody want to talk about that though, now do they? But no. Y'all ain't had to cut these people out. You ain't had to beat them up. You ain't had to do none of that. You just told them on a professional manner. And they took that to heart. But guess what? What you told them, whatever y'all told them, was the doggone truth. And y'all been in many situations before when you had to tell people, you had to tell your ex, your so-called friend, man, look, don't be playing with me like that. Who the hell you think you are? You can play that with them, but with me? Moi? Hell no. Now, for some of you, you probably did have to cuss them out. But on the other hand, fighting with them, no. Because you're too grown for that. You're too professional. You're too smart for that. It's like a smart person arguing with a dummy. A person ain't got no brain, no common sense. You know what I mean? But, hey, you don't open up to people like that easily anymore. Now, back then, when you were young, depending how old you is watching this video, man, look, y'all would get the shirt off people's back. Some of you used to help people. I'm talking about like literally to the point you will move a person into your house like your friend, especially when they were going through hard times. Or they will call you middle of the night when you sleeping, and you will literally go out there and pick them up wherever the situation may be. It could have been your own blood, your own family, ladies and gentlemen. But at the end, what did you get? Not a simple thank you or nothing. All you got was the short end of the freaking stick. You are always doing favors for people. Until one day you got fed up with, you got tired of it. And then they start looking at you like you don't lost your mind. No, they lost their mind. And that's what people get it twisted up at. Trying to use nice people, trying to take advantage of them. But in this season, not anymore. Because y'all got fed up with it. You're not finna let nobody use you. Especially in the year of 2025. Because you got better things to do out here. What you look like having a snake in your circle. And you know this person is dangerous. You know this person can strike when you're not paying attention. When you're not even looking. They can just strike and bite you. Not only that, you are being careful who you let into your circle, who you let into your life. You being careful who you let into your house, who you are dating, and all that. Now, if you got children, or if they grown, you ain't gotta worry about that. But if you got little bitty children, you gotta be careful who you let around your kids too. And you gotta teach your children this. Like I said, if they grown, then you good. But if you got teenagers or little bitty children, let them know how people are in this world. You got some takers out here. You got people that will try to be nice, try to paint this picture that they so nice. But as soon as you let your guard down, that's when they're going to get you. But like I said, everybody is not like this in the world. Because you got nice people out here. But some folks, they will pretend to play this nice role. Because they such good actors and good actresses. The moment you let them into your life and you put your guard down and you be so nice to them, that's when they're going to get you. But if you got boundaries, if you got to pull that savage gangster side out of you, then hey, do what you got to do, partner. But at the same doggone time, don't be a fool for nobody. Don't be nobody's fool. The only fool out here is a clown. And a clown belongs in a circus. That's why I call them buffoons for a reason. Because buffoons belongs in the circus. These same clowns want you to be a part of their circus, but you refuse to be silly along with them. Tell them you silly jackrabbit. Tricks is all for kids. That's why I told y'all earlier in the video. You're not finna let these people play with you. If they want to go play, they need to go play with little children. They need to go in a game system and play their little game because you're not finna play with them. None of you finna play with these individuals because you got better fish to fry. You got bigger chicken to cook out here. You know what I mean? None of you ain't got time to play with these individuals. You're too busy. That's why you start setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is so important. I'm talking about it's so important. I don't care who they are. Boundaries are important. And they don't respect that, they can get the hell on. You could take your giant foot or your small foot and jam it up their rear end and tell them get the hell out your face. Respectfully or not respectfully, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, you're not finna let nobody play with you. You ain't finna let nobody waste your time either. Because you can get your money back. You can get your power and your energy back. But time, you cannot get that back. And for some of y'all, if you still watching, you have wasted your time with these individuals for so many years. It could have been 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. But guess what? That's in the past. Because now you know better. Now you know. This new version of you, man, look, they won't be able to handle it. But the old version of you, they love that because you were so nice to them. But now the new version, boundaries, beast mode, savage. You know when to put your foot up somebody's rear end if they get out of pocket with you. But they know better. They know not to try you. They know better. All of them, ladies and gentlemen, they know better. That's why they be so nice to you. They put sir or ma'am on your name. For example, if your name is Miss Terry, they would say, Miss Terry. Or if your name is John, Mr. John. That's how they would treat you because you put them in their place. You set them straight. And not only that, you wasn't playing with them. But I'm not saying be out here and be mean to people, no. But just be careful who you give your time to. Just be careful. And also, everybody out here is not a mean person, because we got people out here that is nice. So let's not get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. But on the other hand, keep your guard up. Because some folks out here are con artists. They will literally try to get you if you let them. But you're too book smart. You're too street smart. You could tell when somebody is full of baloney. You could tell when somebody's on that type of time. You can easily tell. Because your gut intuition will start speaking to you. And one thing about your gut, you would never disobey it. But if you have in the past, that's alright, because guess what? We all make mistakes. We ain't perfect. But guess what? Every time you feel like something ain't right about somebody, your spirit catch on to it real quick. You be like, oh, I gotta cut him off. It's something about him that's not right. It's something about her that's not right. They got to go. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, they took advantage of your kindness until they really found out how savage you really was, or how savage you really are. They all messed around and found out the hard way. Now, they being so nice to you, they put respect on your name. Not only that, they intimidated by you because you scared the living hell out of them. Because you had to show that Incredible Hulk side of you, that David Banner, that Hulk smash side. But not on the real though. That beast mode came out and it scared the living piss out of them. Because you were so nice. But now, they know better. And that's all I got to say about that. If you made it to the very end, ladies and gentlemen, salute, much respect. I love each and every last one of you. And don't forget, we are going straight up to the top. Shout out to all my day one supporters out there. All the people that leave positive feedback. Salute, shout out to you. And with that being said, God bless. Y'all be safe out there. And wherever you at, if you at home, you at work, you on your lunch break, you in your car, wherever you at, if this video pop up, that's remember, watch it to the very end. Complain day. But once again, y'all be safe out there on them highways. Keep your circle small at all times. And not only that, move in silence. Be low key. Burn spiritual warriors out this thing. Peace.